Oh, he out of there. He got the dog with him too? Oh, he left the dog?
This person is trying to flee.
He left the dog? What's the deal, family? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another banger for y'all, man. So look, we got Dodge Charger, 100-mile-per-hour police chase. Dog runs with the suspect after I-45 Gulf Freeway fiery crash. Okay, about to run this up one time for the one time. And I'm going to just make this quick, bro. I've been seeing, like, little clips of this going on up on Instagram or whatever. I ain't seen the full video. I just been seeing the clips of the crash, and then I'm not trying to see the whole thing. Just in case I wanted, like, it was uploaded on YouTube. It got uploaded, so I'm about to react to this. See the whole full chase, man. If y'all got more police chase videos, crazy, in real life type of videos, compilations you want me to react to, get at me in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Some breaking news we want to take you to right now. There seems to be some kind of a police pursuit.
This is up in Houston.
It looks as though it's coming toward an end on Monroe Road there in Winkler Drive. We have Tammy Rose above it in Sky Eye. It looks like they're in some kind of shopping center there, Tammy?
Yeah, we actually picked up the chase near the Gulf Freeway in Monroe, and they actually got off the freeway. We've got our exclusive sky map at the top of your screen.
All right, he moving a little bit.
And it looks like going at a pretty high rate of speed.
He moving a little bit.
So if you were headed out the door, our exclusive sky
Shit, he in the Charger. I don't know if he got the Hellcat, Scat Pack,
Obviously,
RT, SRT.
I saw them slowing down, Eric, as they went through that strip center. But no, these vehicles are still in pursuit. Of course, there's a new policy in the city of Houston, at least, when it comes to police pursuits. They're trying not to be as aggressive as they used to, depending on what it is the person they're pursuing is accused of doing.
Yeah, right now they're not letting up on this one, though. And I know details are just coming in as we continue to watch this chase as they come up to a light right here that's going to be pretty congested. So let's hope this chase suspect doesn't hit anybody. Made it through that light right there, but here's more traffic. Now, Tammy, as we kind of watch this unfold here and watch this driver get onto the wrong side of the road here, do we know anything about how long this is going to be?
Oh, it's your time to go. You better make a move.
Stopping this driver.
You better make a move.
Yeah, we picked it up about 5 minutes. Sky I-13 first on scene following this chase, and we actually heard it.
Now, right here, this was his best chance to get gone. A little bit of traffic got in the way. You gotta create that separation, because when you run into more traffic, you're gonna have to figure out how to swerve through, because the cops gonna get by quick. So this is your chance, bro. You got a little bit of an opening, you better take it. Otherwise, you're gonna keep running, you're gonna get caught up eventually, man.
From the police helicopter telling us that they were on the Gulf Freeway inbound right around Monroe, chasing this suspect, again blowing through stop signs, a very dangerous situation. So again, if you're headed out the door, our sky map at the top of your screen, avoid the area if you can.
Yeah, we hate to. It's very dark at this hour. It used to not be so dark at this hour. And what is going on there? It looks as though there might be problems with a wheel, which often happens in these pursuits.
Like
dust seems to be kicking up.
You're losing one of them tires.
They're traveling. But
yeah, we've seen this driver, though, go in the opposite direction and go around into lanes of oncoming traffic several times. Even the officer had to do it right there. Again, they're not letting up on this driver coming into more traffic. Of course, it's rush hour in Houston, so we all know what that is like. The driver taking a hard right there, but police staying very close to that, what appears to be a Dodge Maroon Challenger. If we're able to get a better look at that, that's what it appears to be at this point. But this driver, of course, encountering so much traffic on the road, still continues to just zig in and out of cars, and that officer,
that cop on his ass, though.
As we get into more traffic here, and then here's where drivers can sometimes try to go the wrong way.
That cop on his ass.
And again, Gina, like I know you were talking about, there is definitely smoke coming from one of those tire wells right there.
Yeah, and it looks too like the fleeing suspect is kicking up their speed compared to when we first started watching this pursuit / chase. We have to be cautious about using that word chase. I know police don't like that word used in some instances, but it looks as though it's reaching that kind of category because of the speed they're using. Again, new policy in
that cop not playing with him.
To back off if the person they're pursuing is not accused of a serious crime. Again, we have no information about what it is this person is considered to have done. This now at South Ritchie and Laurel Street. We're doing a good job there with our instructions at the top of your screen there telling you where they're going. But yeah, we're also not seeing, Eric, the traffic getting much lighter. It seems as though
they driving like they homies, man. Hey, you swerve, I'm swerve.
To be around a lot of other vehicles, putting a lot of our community members at risk.
Yeah, it's surprising they haven't hit more traffic in what we usually see here in the Houston area. But yeah, again, South Ritchie here. This is some of the new GPS technology that our Sky I-13 was outfitted with a few months back. But now it's open road for this chase suspect here as officers, at least that one in the patrol cruiser, stays pretty close to the rear end of that car as he comes up to another congested intersection. Ooh. And it could get dangerous. He starts running through red lights. Luckily, nobody trying to cross that intersection right now, but picking up more speed and actually leaving that officer again. But
I wish they showed the speed he was going.
I'm exaggerating when I say that we've covered hundreds of these here at this station or in our career, and never do you see a suspect get away once helicopters are above the vehicle. They are able to stay with the suspect when they've got eyes on them like this. So we only hope that no one's hurt, but the person just really doesn't get away when they've got eyes on them like this.
Yeah, and of course right now we were talking about that new chase policy, and I look at the officer trying to use one of those possible pit maneuvers to hit the back fender of the car.
He could have pit him right there if he wanted to.
Go that route as he pulled up on the right side of that red or maroon Challenger right there. But again, he's starting to hit more traffic here.
He didn't have a finesse. That would have been good. He had no finesse though. Because if he would have been able to get that, he would have fucked up his tires even more. So that would have been bad. But that was almost a good little. That was almost a good turn. I ain't gonna lie. It was almost good.
And more traffic here.
He couldn't bust it though.
Like he could be pinned in right here, but it looks like they're not going to take that move that they had, appearing that they had right there.
You know what we could see in that turn though? We could see how many other police vehicles, because we've been pretty tight on the suspect vehicle and that one officer car. But when we did the turnaround, you could see how many other.
It almost feels like he's going in circles. He's done at least 2 to 3 U-turns in the 5 minutes we've been following here.
And he could not shake them.
Yeah, and there was really nowhere to go, apparently, for all these U-turns that he's taking right now. But he's continued to having to lock up the brake lights right here because.
He or she?
He or she, right. They are continuing to lock up the brake lights here. And they're going to go on a side street here. We've already seen them go through at a high speed through one of the strip malls there, but they're going to what appears to be a residential area right now. Not as many lights, picking up speed as well.
Looks like in that area, I see what appear to be warehouses, and we're certainly glad that this area is not, as you mentioned earlier, more populated, or that it's not the time of day when school buses are trying to get children home. But we still, nevertheless, are hoping that officers are able to bring this to a non-violent or not dangerous.
This is where my stomach gets tight, though. He's just speeding through all these side roads. You don't know when anybody's going to pull out on one of the side roads, not suspecting that a car
we almost fishtailed
anywhere from 60 to 80 miles an hour.
Can you tell for us, Tammy, how fast the vehicle is traveling? I know sometimes we're able to assess that with the technology there in the chopper.
That nigga's smashing right now. There we go. We got the speed. This is what I've been needing, the speed, bro, because it's hard for me to say, like, oh, they really pushing it on the gas. Or, you know, maybe they not really pushing it like that. Like, it's hard to say, like, oh, that was, you know what I mean? You got to know the speed. Like, what speed is he really going? Because if you're going to try to get away from the police and you in a Hellcat, bro, you got to bust down like 120, bro, 130. You got to put that on the floor, they might back up off you. But if you only going 80, they going to be right up on you. Cops going to be right up on you going 80. You start busting down 120, 130, even the cops don't want to necessarily be driving that fast. Not all of them is great drivers, you know what I mean? So, that's your only real way of getting on. You ain't doing that, you either ain't got a Hellcat or you ain't ready to push that type of gas yet.
My pilot, Parker Ward, doing an excellent job up here because we do have another police helicopter up here. So he's got to talk to air traffic control. And
he's smashing right now.
Well,
are they smashing?
Churchill. So again, the top of your screen, it's always usually pretty accurate, but sometimes the way I'm maneuvering the camera is a little bit under.
That's what I'm saying. At 130, that's the only way. But you got to be ready to put that down because 130 is scary, bro. One small mistake, it's a wrap. Going 120, 130. You can't play with that.
But sometimes the way I'm maneuvering,
that's your only way.
Just a little bit under, but you can now. It looks like he is losing control of the vehicle. Obviously, like you mentioned, this is a Charger, so a very fast car, and perhaps the driver just thinks, you know, that this car can do excessive speeds, that they'll be able to get away from the police. But as you can see, there's so many police officers behind them, 2 helicopters up above. Again, we do not see very many drivers get away when a high-speed chase starts.
All right, Tammy Rose, I tell you what, Gina and I are going to now hand it over to the 6:30 news team. Jonathan Bruce and Mayra Moreno, they're going to take the police chase from here, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for covering that as we try to switch off here to the news at 6:30. So we've been watching this.
He's slowing down.
Just when we think it's coming to an end, he picks up speed and he loses officers behind, but they're still right on.
Damn. If this person knew that they couldn't see shit right if that person knew that they couldn't see shit, they stop that car, turn the lights off, and just dip up in here. Just dip up in here, try to make it across here, and dip up in there, and try to figure something out, man. That's your best bet. You're not getting away in the car. Not at this point. So if they knew that they was looking like this, they would have stopped that car, turn off them lights, and dip out. Go somewhere. Figure it out. Get into the shadows.
On his tail, it seems.
Harrowing moments right now as we are watching live from Sky I-13. We picked this up about 6:26, Mayra, so this has been nearly 10 minutes at this point, and we know the pursuit was happening well before that in terms of when we got to it, and a lot of different things. We've seen a smoking wheel, as Eric Barajas talked about. We've seen multiple U-turns. What we have not seen is this suspect or whoever's leading the police on this pursuit have any interest in stopping.
Yeah, and then honestly, when we see incidents like this, they rarely ever do stop. It's really hard to tell who is behind the wheel because the tint in this vehicle is completely dark. But again,
what are they even trying to do,
that involve women. So again, we don't know who is behind the wheel of this vehicle, but we're still following close.
Dawg, you drove right back into. What are you? You drove right back into the police. You just driving just to drive. You ain't got no exit plan or nothing. Like
trying to find him at a
drove right back into him
of this pursuit and hopefully block him in. I know there are instances where police try to get ahead.
Damn near got away, and now you go right back into it. That's crazy.
Stopping this person, but again, they're not stopping and they're continuing to go. So hopefully it doesn't turn into a pretty bad situation because we have seen some pursuits lately that unfortunately turn deadly.
And we are watching live from Sky I-13 right now. One thing that we are seeing here in real time is this vehicle is now back onto the freeway. It looks like,
bro, there's so much debris on that side.
North Freeway right now, and Mayra, the speed is increasing and accelerating to very, very fast levels as we see the vehicle going up this left shoulder right now.
Yes, and this should be the southeast side of town as it is going down 45 near Park Place and Broadway. Tammy, any other details or anything?
Bro, there's so much debris on the shoulders, bro. You could fishtail, lose traction so quick.
Yeah, actually, police lost them near the Gulf Freeway, and as you saw, that Dodge Charger was maneuvering around an industrial area. But you know what? The police helicopter and Sky I-13 had their eyes right here on this driver, making all these erratic turns and blowing through stop signs. And
oh!
With smoke and fire.
Damn!
I'll zoom out. This is what we hate to see, but it looks like he crashed into another.
Yo, they took his whole undercarriage out.
Again, a Dodge Charger stopping here on the Gulf Freeway inbound near Park Place.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to maneuver to, and he's out. This person.
Oh, he out of there.
Like a dog.
He got the dog with him too? Oh, he left the dog?
This person is trying to flee.
Here on the feeder road of the Gulf
He left the dog?
A foot pursuit. Police not that far behind him, along with a
oh, the dog with him.
Is following him.
This nigga think he John Wick, man. How this nigga think he John Wick with the dog, man?
And we see the dog catching up there pretty quickly, and you feel like the dog will ultimately win that race. I don't know. I know that we have to have some discretion in terms of how close we can get, and it looks like the dog is extremely close, and maybe this suspect chase, and yeah, is behind the vehicles at this point. Myra, it looks like they're in water now at this point.
We did see some rain, obviously, yesterday, so I'm sure this area that he is trying to maneuver through, there's several puddles there, and it looks like he's trying to hide behind these vehicles.
Dog, you got the helicopters.
This person does not have some sort of weapon. Again, that is something that police have to take into account because safety is first.
The vehicle to where he went in.
Say that one more time, Tammy.
And now police approaching with their guns. Yeah, so the police know what vehicle that this person went into because we do have the police helicopter up here with us giving ground patrol what is happening here. Again, in that vehicle in the center of our screen, we'll keep it kind of at a medium shot. Police have their guns drawn, and again, a dog as well as a suspect in the middle of our shot. The suspect inside the vehicle. Now it looks like he's actually given up. This is good. Backing up. This is what we like to see for an ending.
Yeah, bro. He didn't have no exit plan or nothing. He just running.
Placing handcuffs on him. And it just a crazy situation. I have never seen a pursuit where there is a dog involved following the suspect trying to get away from a scene.
And that's what we believe, again, that...
Hey, dog is a man's best friend. He said, you up out of here, I am too, dog. Hey, for all the dogs, homie. You up out of here, me too. Shit.
Following the 20-something or so before the 6:30 news started.
A lot of U-turns through residential neighborhoods.
Off this area because it is now part of the investigation.
On the Gulf Freeway, and you saw...
That is always a concern.
All right, that's pretty much it, man. Dodge Charger 100-mile-per-hour test, bro. Hey, look, man. Don't run from the cops, but if you do, just don't run from the cops. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not good. You know what I mean? But I guess if you do, try to have an exit plan. Anyways, that's it, man. Hope y'all enjoyed that video. Y'all know what to do. Send me more videos, more car chases, more police videos, more in real life crazy videos. It don't matter. Funny stuff, all that. Get at me in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Remember to keep it real. Real is rare. Real always reaches everyone. Next time. Peace.